In today's practice, we'll be exploring the side-to-side movement of the spine that traces back all the way to the movement of a fish side to side to propel itself in the water. So we'll be using the same fluid type movement to explore our lateral mobility through the entire lateral line of the legs, of the spine, into the neck and the head. For today's practice, you will need a belt or a strap to begin, and then a blanket to sit on, and maybe blocks or pillow if you have them for props as we come into seated positions. So to begin today's practice, come onto your back with your strap. Unfold your strap and place it behind the rib cage. Beneath breast height, allow the strap to cross like an X, and then hold the strap after that crossing, giving you enough slack to rest your elbows on the floor. And allow yourself to settle into your back, arriving in this position of support, softening any tension or any striving to do or change anything. And simply allow yourself to rest here, welcoming the breath. And as you begin to become aware of the breath, send the breath into the place where the strap meets the body. Breathing into the sides of the ribs, feel the lateral expansion outward of the body from side to side. And then as you exhale, take up the slack with the strap, creating a little cinching around the lower ribs. And then breathe in, sending the breath to the sides of the ribs. Pulling the hands together slightly. And then you can exhale through the mouth with a taking up the slack, feeling the ribs pull down and in. Then breathe into that resistance. Even give a little tug to facilitate the breath to expand into where the strap and body meet. And then maybe this time you try a seeing which feels better in the body. Taking a few more rounds, breathing in. Feeling the strap be pulled apart. And then exhale. Cinching in, taking up the extra slack. For one more round. And then removing the strap, allowing yourself to just pause for a moment and feel the respiration in the ribs. Feeling how breath awakens sensation in the sides of the ribs and the backs of the ribs. Bringing more awareness and sense of mobility in the side waist. And then placing the strap to the side, you will not need it again. And allowing yourself to lie completely on your back. And awakening some side-to-side mobility with some gentle rocking. Allow yourself to reach through the left heel, feeling that pull the left leg, maybe the left hip and side waist down. And then come back to center. And then reaching through the right heel. Stretching through the right heel, feeling the right side body lengthen. And then return to center. Inhale, reaching through the left heel, feeling an elongation in the left side. Next, inhale, reaching through the right heel. Very gently allowing this glide and slide of the myofascial tissues from side to side in this gentle, fluid, soothing rocking action. Awakening balance, awareness, and reciprocity from side to side for functional movement. And then let's add the arms in, reaching the arms up overhead. Stretching now through the left foot and the left arm. Feeling the breath lengthen the left side of the body. Exhaling back to center. Inhaling through the right foot, through the right arm. Creating a gentle lengthening and tension in the right side of the body, awakening awareness there. Switching between sides, reaching through the left. Exhaling back to center, reaching through the right. Continuing this motion for a few more rounds, like you're pulling rope. Letting the breath guide you, inhaling and reaching. Exhale, returning. Using as little energy as possible, keeping your body on the mat at all times. Making this the last round. Inhale, expansion. And then exhale, recoiling. And now taking your hands behind the head, beginning to find that movement a little more specifically in the side waist. Now, as you reach through the left foot, the left elbow slides up overhead. And then exhaling back to center. Let's stay with the left for just a couple rounds. Reach through the left heel, reach through the left elbow, feeling the lengthening in the side of the left rib cage. And then exhaling back to center. One more time on the left. Left heel and left elbow move in opposite directions. Allow the head to just be supported by the hands, head just going along for the ride. And then resting in center. Now finding the same movement on the right, reaching through the right heel, reaching through the right elbow. Inhaling and feeling the lengthening through the right side waist. And then exhaling back to center. Inhaling and lengthening through the right. Exhale and returning. Letting your breath guide the motion, going at your own pace. For one more round to the right. And finding midline, feeling now the balance between the left and the right sides. And now allowing yourself to move between opposites, from the left to the right and then back, feeling this fluid motion led by the breath. Inhale and lengthen the left elbow and foot apart from one another. gliding back to center. And then feeling the motion on the right. Letting the head stay supported in the hands. Letting all of the motion come from the side waist. Seeing if you can awaken just one more rib segment with each round. And doing 2 or 3 more repetitions on each side. Reaching in opposite directions with the feet. Awakening the side-to-side awareness. Awakening the outer line of the body. Starting to expand our platform, expand our shape, taking up all the space that is rightfully ours. So on the next breath, find a 5-pointed star on your back, reaching out in all directions, taking up as much space as possible. Feel the fullest inhale yet today. And then allow yourself to rest into Shavasana, integrating the benefits of this work. Pausing from a place of support. With sensations now of being awake, of being alive. Allow that new awareness of inspiration inspire an intention for your practice. Maybe it's to find balance. Maybe it's to allow yourself to experience the fullness of sensation. Allowing yourself to awaken movement from side to side, feeling the fullness of opposites so that you can return to balance. Whatever you need, welcome it now. And then we'll come into our first yin shape, our first static yin shape. As we stretch both arms up overhead, we're going to come into banana asana, or a crescent moon type shape on our back. So walk your feet over to the left side of your mat, walking the left foot, then the right, reaching through the right heel to get that length through the right side, and then staying on your back, sliding on the mat, take your left hand over to the left, and then walk the right hand over as well. Maybe picking up and putting down the shoulders just a little bit, only coming to that first edge of resistance, not trying to get to the furthest point you've ever been, but allowing time to help your body unwind and find these new movements and slowly unravel into new end ranges. So now your left hand may even hold the right wrist, pulling the right arm towards the right ear. You may even tip the head to the left, creating a little bit more space in the right side of the neck. And now that you've found this end point, which is now our starting point, allow yourself to rest into this edge. Can you soften here? Let go of efforting. And allow the breath to fill along the whole right side of the body. Inhalation comes up through the bottom of the right foot, out the right fingertips and crown of the head. Then exhalation creates a sinking into support and even a little bit more lengthening. Allow your breath to wash over the right side of the body. With each breath, bringing a sense of spaciousness, a sense of ease, feeling the fluid, dynamic, changing nature of the body. How each breath allows a little bit more shape change. Feel the position evolve. Feel the sensation subside and bring you into new movements, new shapes, as you continue to reach through the right hand and right foot. And then as you're ready, let the right side drift back to center and the left side follows along. Just pause for a moment in Shavasana, feeling the difference now between the right and left sides of the body. Feeling the imbalance. Maybe even feeling that discomfort with the imbalance and the want to go to the other side. Just notice what you feel. Try to ride that wave of sensation and let it return to stillness, returning to center. Observing how coming out of balance, out of center, helps the pendulum swing back. And as you're ready, walk the feet over to the right side of your mat, maybe even off the mat. Let the left arm come up overhead, walking the ribs and the shoulders over to the right. Taking the right hand around the left wrist. Use the right hand to bring the left arm towards the left side of the head. And then maybe even tip the left ear towards the right, creating a little spaciousness again in the left side of the neck, allowing the entire left side of the body to open now. See if you can let go of efforting and rest into the floor just a little bit more. Feeling that ground of support, allow you to let go of doing. And as you're ready, welcome the breath into the left side of the body. Feeling the breath fill from the left sole of the foot all the way up the left side, out the fingertips. And then the exhale drains down the left, creating a little more space. A dropping and a softening of that whole left side. Feel the breath flow upward on the inhale and downward on the exhale, allowing the whole left side of the body to be soft, to be fluid, to find spaciousness. Breathing now into the gills of the left ribs. Feeling each breath open the space between the ribs. And if the mind wanders, bringing it back to the wave of breath washing over the left side. Feeling the dynamic, changing nature of the breath and the body. And then returning back to center. Let the arms come down. Let your body find its way back to midline. Feeling the opposites. And now feeling the balance between the opposites. Can you sense the left side of the body? The right side of the body? Now both sides of the body at the same time. And now bringing this into a more familiar shape. If you have access to a wall or the bottom of a couch or bottom of the chair, I recommend turning to place your feet on the wall. Using that wall for feedback, for awareness and proprioception, we're going to try to find the shape of triangle on our back. So, bringing the left foot out to the side, press the heel into the wall, maybe even turn the left toes in slightly, and then take the right hip and rotate it open, pressing the pinky toe side of the foot into the floor and then the heel into the wall. Press through both feet and then bring the arms out like a T. And then now allow the right fingertips to slide down towards the right foot. Just pause where you land. Feeling this first embodiment, allowing your body to meet that first edge. And press down through the left heel just as we did in our very first motion. Reaching through the left heel, feeling that lengthening in the left side waist. And then now maybe sliding the right hand over a little bit more and seeing what happens if you integrate the arm, reaching the left arm up now away from the left foot. Can you press through the left foot and reach through the left arm? Feeling the inhalation create a sense of lengthening. And then on the exhalation, maybe drifting just a little bit more over to the left. With each breath, feel the inhale come up through the heel of the left foot and out the left fingertips. And now feel the exhale drain down the right side of the body into the right foot. Inhale through the left. Exhale out the right. Letting the head be supported, at rest and at ease. How can you let go of holding yourself up? Now that gravity is helping you, allowing you to be completely supported as you rest on the surface. Notice what it feels like to reach, to open, to awaken in this triangle shape. How can you let go in the head, in the jaw, in the shoulders? Even softening in the belly and the core so that we can peel apart the left ribs and the left waist, creating more space through the quadratus lumborum, creating more space through the intercostals, the lat, the posterior shoulder, and all the way up the left arm. Maybe even if it feels right for a moment, take the right hand to the left wrist. Feeling the inhalation lengthen and the exhalation ground. Take 3 more breaths in that circular pattern, inhaling up the left and down the right. On the next exhale, sighing and surrendering the exhale and surrendering this posture, returning back to center. Finding balance in something like a supine 5-pointed star. Feeling the imbalance after swinging to one side. And then allowing yourself to prepare for the other, turning the left foot out to the side. The right toes may even turn in a little bit. Allow the hips to adjust. Maybe the right hip swings to the side a little as you press through the right foot, grounding through the right heel so that it creates a foundation or a springboard to allow you to move to the left. So as you're ready, walking your left hand down towards the left foot, just pausing at that first edge of mobility. Feel the next inhalation create the length in the side waist by pressing through the left foot. Awakening the lower part of this chain. And then now allow the right arm to come up and over. Reaching now through the right hand and the right foot, awakening the whole right side waist. Allow the exhalation to help you let go of efforting and rest into the ground. Feeling the next inhale from the right sole of the foot, flowing up the whole right side of the body, out the right fingertips. And then complete that exhalation by allowing the exhale to drain out the left side of the body. Inhaling, feeling the lengthening on the right. And then exhale, feeling the grounding on the left. Can you let go of doing? Can you let the head relax just 5% more? Softening the jaw, the eyes. Feel the connection to the support beneath your feet. And behind the entire body now. Remembering this support. Letting go of the need to hold yourself up. Can you just allow yourself to be supported? Resting in the breath, allowing yourself to be fluid. Watching each breath create shape change in the body. Allowing this pose to unfold and to evolve. Pausing for 3 more rounds of breath. Feel the inhale up the right. The exhale down the left. If it felt good, you could take your left hand to the right wrist. And as the last breath dissolves, let the embodiment of this posture also dissolve, returning you back to midline, back to center, Allow the breath now to flow up and wash over both sides of the body. And the exhale draining out anything you no longer need. Washing the slate clean. Returning to stillness. Allowing the ripples of this posture to still. Resting in this new sense of spaciousness. And very slowly, as you're ready, roll to your side. Coming to sitting. We'll move into our last sequence. Find a blanket to support the pelvis, letting the sit bones rest on the front edge of the pelvis. And then maybe find your blocks or a pillow so that you have just a little additional support as we move into side bending and bring this opening into the hips and the neck just a little bit more. So we'll bring our legs into in yin, what we would call a shoelace. So we'll begin by tucking the left foot back, bring the left foot toward your left hip, to your right hip, and then your right knee stacks on top. And then walking your feet apart. The more forward your feet are, the more intense it will be. The more you tuck them back, you'll have a little bit more movement. And then notice if your hips really cascading to one side. Can you find equal weight bearing in both sit bones? If you need a little bit more support, you can bring your hips higher to find that balance. And if this is no good, you can always straighten out the bottom leg. And what we're going for is compression of the inner thighs. So compressing the inner line of the upper leg and opening through the outer line of the upper leg of the thigh. So find a variation that works for you. But we won't come into the traditional Gomukhasana arms. We'll find a little bit of a different opening. We'll find a side waist opening. So to begin, we're just going to find the side waist opening in the neck, allowing the head to let go. And then we'll come back and integrate the arms in. So first, allow the sit bones to ground. Find balance between the front and back, side to side, inside and outside of the spine and torso. Letting go of any tension in the eyes, even letting the eyes close. Letting go of tension in the face and in the jaw and the shoulders. Just allow the head to begin to tip to the right. Letting the right ear come towards the right shoulder. Just notice if the left shoulder goes with you. And then take the left hand out to the side, maybe to the floor, maybe to a block, and gently slide the left shoulder blade down the rib cage. Feeling the shoulder and the ear move in opposite directions. And then oftentimes with neck discomfort, with neck pain, we lose awareness or proprioception. So even though traditionally in yoga we don't use a mirror most times, when you do some of this neck work, it might be interesting to try to look in the mirror to see, am I truly side bending? Or am I rotating? Am I able to separate this motion between the shoulder and the neck? And so to explore, to awaken a little bit more sensation, just awareness of where you are in space, maybe turn the chin down and nose down toward your right shoulder. Maybe turn the chin up and then find that just right place in that rotation. Can you reconnect here to the ground beneath you, feeling the sit bones equally pressing into support? And observing if this leg posture is helping or if it's hindering. It might feel better in your body to separate the neck and the hip opening. See if any tension crept into the jaw. And then just let it go, opening, closing, wiggling the jaw. And then now, taking your right hand behind your back, not trying to reach up your back, but around to the opposite side of your back. And maybe even reaching into your pants so that you have a little something to hold on to. Notice if that made the shoulder creep up. If so, can you glide the shoulder blade down the back? And see if you can glide the shoulder blade, elbow, and shoulder down and back. And again, notice, where is the trunk? Is it pulling you into rotation? If so, try to find balance. And then maybe the right hand comes up and over your head, coming like a paperweight, just allowing the weight of your arm to create a little more assistance from gravity to let the head drop to the right. Careful not to pull with the right, but just allow the weight of the arm to do the work. And then using just a little contract relax, as we've used in some of our myofascial release classes, take the head and press the left side of the head gently with maximum 20% effort into the hand, creating tension between the head and the hand. Feeling what tension feels like. And then exhaling and letting go of tension, letting the head drop just a little bit more to the right. Feeling tension and then feeling ease. And observing how that gives a little bit more awareness at this range of motion. And by bringing awareness, it will help you to be able to move through this motion better, to return here and use it functionally. And then let's do that again. Press your head into your hand or your arm. Very gently, using only 10, 20% max pressure. Holding that contraction, feeling tension building. Feeling tension and then letting go gently, turning down the volume dial of tension, one volume at a time until it clicks off. So feeling tension and then feeling ease. Taking about a resting breath or two here. And then turning the head down to look into the armpit, like you're smelling your armpit, and then transitioning your hands to the back of the head. You may now take the left arm out, reaching it away from you, and turn the palm up or turn the palm down and see if you can feel the lengthening of the head and the arm in opposite directions. Use your breath to bring awareness to that space between the neck and the shoulder. How can you create tension, create pulling, and create space in that left upper quadrant? Gently rock the head no, or nod the head yes, finding that just right spot to land. And then take the right hand to the right side of the head. Use the hand to return your head to center. Uncross the legs. Maybe let them rest in front of you. Feeling the resonance of that pose like an echo. Maybe there's pulsation. Maybe there's achiness. Maybe there's warmth. Whatever you're feeling, see if you can stay with it and ride the wave of sensation. It's usually about 90 seconds or so. And then prepare to switch sides. Taking the right foot under and the left foot over. Allow yourself to find a balanced pelvic position, stacking the knees on top, taking whichever variation feels right for you. Legs can be tucked back or pulled forward, or that bottom leg can be out in front. You may even let go of the legs totally so that you can focus on the neck. And then as you're ready, once you find stability in the pelvis, balance from left to right, front to back in the spine. Just let the left ear drop towards the left shoulder. Just coming to wherever you land. Notice if the right shoulder wants to come along for the ride, and then intentionally ground the right shoulder blade towards the pelvis and ground the right hand onto support. Feeling the hands and the head move in opposite directions. Send your breath right to that L, that space right between the neck and the shoulder. And then using just a little movement to find where your body is in space. Let the head turn down. Let the head rotate up. And then find that just right spot for the head to land. Take a breath in and allow both shoulders to drop. And then the right arm may wrap around you, coming to the side waist, maybe coming into your pants. And again, drag the right shoulder, right elbow down, anchoring them towards the right hip. Notice if any tension crept into the eyes, the face, the jaw. Feel the exhale drain you back down into the support of the earth. Can you let the left ear go just 5% more? Can you let the right shoulder go Just 5% more. If it feels right, take the left arm over the head, letting it rest there like a paperweight. The weight of the arm assisting gravity, allowing gravity and time to help these tissues unwind, to ease into this sense of spaciousness. If the mind wanders, bring it right back into the space between the neck and shoulder, allowing your breath to fill there. And then using just a little tension, swinging into tension to allow us to find the opposite of ease and spaciousness. Press the right side of the head into your hand, using 10, 20% max tension. Feeling tension and then letting go into ease. Taking a full resting breath. And then doing that 2 more times. Gently pressing the head into your hand, awakening awareness, the sensation of tension in the right side of the neck. And then resting into ease, allowing the left ear to fall. Doing that one last time. And then surrendering the hand back to the floor. Letting the right arm unfold, reaching the right arm away from you at a low V, maybe a little back. And then letting the head rotate, nose coming down towards the shoulder. Looking down towards the armpit, chin towards the shoulder. Creating length, creating space through the whole right side. And then when you feel complete, allowing the left hand to return the head back to center without using muscular activation. Unfold the legs, riding the wave of sensation, feeling balance, feeling stillness. And when you feel like you've returned to stillness and center, making your way all the way onto your back for your final Shavasana. And as you arrive, allowing the legs to fall out to the side, allowing the palms to open towards the sky, softening the jaw, the eyes, the brain inside the skull. Sensing the whole left side of the body, outside of the hip, side of the ribs, side of the neck. sensing the whole right side of the body, right side of the hip, right ribs, right neck. Sensing both sides simultaneously. And then letting go completely into rest, into ease. Body completely supported. Allow now awareness to drift to the breath. Feeling the breath wash over you. Breathing in through the feet. Feeling the body fill all the way to the crown. And letting the exhale drain off of you. Letting the breath continue to help wash the slate clean. Resting in the dynamic balance of the breath. Staying here as long as you'd like. Thank you for your practice. Namaste.